Hello, my name is Terry Baugh and I'm with the City of Mission Sustainability Commission. We on the Commission are really concerned about the state of recycling, not only in Mission, but throughout the United States. The EPA says that, believe it or not, 75% of all trash can actually be recycled. Yet, in the United States, we are only recycling under 30%. Along with that, there's 26% contamination in the loads. And what happens then? That whole entire load, because it's got that much contamination, ends up going to the landfill. So we decided that it might be helpful for us to produce a smart recycling workshop. So we hope that you can learn a lot from watching this video, and you'll have the opportunity to send in questions when you do watch it. So let me talk about how our WCA, which is our trash company, they're now called Green for Life, they got bought out. This is what we're going to show you is called single stream co-mingled recycling. What that means to you is any item that you're recycling has to only be made of one material. If it's two materials, that's the contamination part. It goes in the landfill. Second thing, co-mingle means all of these things I'm going to show you can actually be co-mingled in your one recycling container at your house. So let's get started. First of all, we're going to talk about aluminum. This is something that's new. This is very exciting. It's a new thing that we can actually put in our recycling now, your household recycling. Clean and dry. Everything that I'm going to talk about is clean and dry is the #1 factor. Take your aluminum foil, roll it up in a ball, and throw it in your recycling. Aluminum cans, soda cans, beer cans, they really like it if you crush them and put them in there. Pie pans, big pans, all of those can be recycled. The second thing is your kitchen cans, coffee can, tomato can, anything that is made of steel can go in the recycling. Highly recommend that you leave the lid on the can for safety purposes, and that helps out the recycling center. Next thing is cardboard. This corrugated cardboard, oh my gosh, there's so many. Amazon packages coming today with tons of cardboard. You want to recycle that. Your paper bags, all your grocery store bags can be recycled. Pizza box, the thing you have to remember about a pizza box, when it has staining, that's not clean and dry. Therefore, that part cannot go in the recycling. But you can just tear off the lid and pop it right into your recycling bin. Aerosol cans, now this is really fascinating to me. The thing about aerosol cans, they're recyclable, but they have to be empty. So when you press it down and there's no product coming out, any of those can be recycled. Office paper, doesn't matter what color your office paper is, it can all go into the same recycling bin. Your file folders, your colored file folders, all of those. Believe it or not, you don't have to take out staples and you don't have to take off paper clips. Little metal jar lids, they can go in recycling. All of us have lots and lots of junk mail, newspapers, magazines, you name it, they come in the mail. All of those can all be recycled. Your catalogs can all go in the recycling, so be sure you get those in the recycling container. Newspapers and inserts and all of those kinds of things can be recycled. And junk mail, all of us have lots and lots of that. You don't have to take out the window when you have a window envelope, just throw the whole thing into the recycling. And cards, as long as cards don't have sparkle things on them or foil, they can all go into recycling. Paperback books, now they can certainly go into recycling, but I would highly recommend you take them to a thrift store and just donate them. That makes so much sense. I love books and I hate to see them go even into the recycling. The next thing we're going to talk about is paperboard. There's lots of paperboard in our houses. One of the things I always like to point out, like this cracker box, it has inside container in it. So this would have to go in the regular trash, and the box itself would go into recycling. Cereal box is the same way. The inner outer box would go into the recycle. And of course, we have lots of TP and paper towel rolls that would all go into the recycling. This is something that's new too. Egg cartons can now go into recycling, which you have to pay attention to. There's actually a couple kinds of egg cartons that are made. There's some that are actually made out of styrofoam. Of course, those cannot go into recycling. But this container actually has the paperboard on the bottom side, but it's cardboard on the top. So that's not single stream. You'd have to remove the cardboard, and that could be recycled, and then the egg carton portion can be recycled. Any of your wax containers, that milk and juice, and anything like that, coffee, this was a coffee, any of those can all go in recycling. Now there's lots and lots of plastic things that I want you to particularly pay attention to. Remember I said clean and dry. So here's an example. How many people throw in their salad dressing bottles without rinsing them? This obviously is not recycled because it's got food contamination in it. Takes you 5 minutes to rinse it with hot water, and you've got your container ready to be recycled. Lots and lots of yogurt containers are around. Some of us take them to work or so forth, but that has to be totally cleaned out. If it's got the residue in it, it cannot go into the recycling. Your milk cartons, your iced tea containers, your coffee mate, containers that are from the grocery store can go in. All these little pie pans can go in, the lid as well as the bottom portion. Your containers from the produce that you bring home, those can all go in also. And then lots of lids, plastic lids can also go. So my point in all of this is, when in doubt, throw it out. Think about that. I am the world's greatest recycler, I think. But I can tell you in the past, I actually did what I call wishful recycling. And the reality is, they do not want you to say, oh, I think this might be recyclable. No, if you don't know for sure, do not put it in the recycle bin. When in doubt, throw it out.